every thought is followed by doubt, because this is one of the main characteristics of our mind. Every thought comes with the opposite. So then that is why when we try to make a decision, we have all these pros and cons. You know, this experience of maybe this is right. Yeah, but this is also right. Yes, but this is right too. Yes, exactly. But and so then we're not sure what is right and what is wrong, because we can see from different perspectives, and every thought can be doubted. Every thought can be flipped, and we can find on the other side another option. So this is the nature of thinking, and that's not a mistake. The only problem is that we hope to receive deep confidence, deep wisdom through the mind. The second thing, is that the mind is highly susceptible to conditioning, to external pressure. This means that you can think something, you can have a sort of clarity, and then you hear other opinions. It's the mind it tends to absorb conditioning. That is why when we were children, we perhaps had some clarity, but because the mind is so susceptible to be influenced, we begin to absorb external voices. So eventually we have so many voices inside us, because the mind is in a way like a sponge. It just takes in so much that we are not sure at a certain point what is ours and what is not ours. The third thing to understand about the mind is that it cannot tell what is true and what is real. It doesn't have this capacity, especially when it comes to absolute things, to profound things. And I come from the world of philosophy, from the world of academic philosophy, and there is quite a big search going on throughout the history, a search after ultimate truth. And I wouldn't say that this is a very successful search, especially because when you look into philosophy, you realize that the first thing that the philosopher thought had nothing to do with their mind. It was something that was much more intuitive, and then they covered it all with big philosophy, big ideas, big logic. So minds don't know. They're not equipped with the capacity to know what is real and what is true. So thinking doesn't work. And the question is, what can enable us this kind of confident wisdom that we know that it's unbreakable. And here is the first key, the first gate to the heart power, and that is that the heart is what we can call the body of knowing. I call it the body of knowing because it is like a substantial source of knowing. And notice that I'm not saying knowledge, because knowledge is what you can acquire from books, where it's quotes, it's things that we hear. from some authority, things that we memorize. So this is knowledge. Knowing is something much more direct. It's you know because you know. You don't need a mediator. Not even your thinking. Knowing has nothing to do with thinking. Of course, you can know something and thinking can hover above it, trying to doubt it, you see. That's what thinking does, you know. It immediately shows, yeah, but maybe you don't know, you don't really know. But if this knowing is real, and if we begin to identify it as knowing, then thought cannot present the opposite because it doesn't face another thought. It's something else. It's outside of the field of thinking. And this is what hearts do.